Luke here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm joined once again, of course, by my Golf R. And the title is not deceiving you. I've finally received a couple of modifications for this car. Now these parts have actually been on order. Parts in question are of course right here. They've been on order for a number of weeks now and I've been dying for them to turn up so I can finally make this video. Now all of these here are all visual cosmetic modifications. They're nothing major. I suppose you say major modifications are coming at a later date, so stay tuned for that. But I've got three pretty interesting little parcels here in which in today's video we're going to be fitting onto the Golf R. Now the first thing which we're going to be fitting in today's video is in this really nice carbon box. So you can probably guess what is inside it. We have some very nice genuine carbon extension paddles. Now one of the things which I didn't include in the 5 things I hate video, which does actually kind of bug me about this car, are the paddles. Now yes, you do get a quite responsive and satisfying click when you change gear, but I find that they're just too small. When you're going around a roundabout, for example, you kind of have to randomly go around the steering wheel to find the paddle. And so obviously having slightly longer ones will make that easier, and also they're carbon, so they look good. So yeah, really excited to get these on. I heard that they're quite easy to do, and they definitely make a big difference. Okay, so switching things over to the GoPros now, let's get these things fitted. So I actually did a bit of research of these previously before buying them, and I heard that they're really easy to install. Just a case of peeling back the red 3M tape and then fitting them on. However, before I get started, it's actually dawning on me that I don't think I'm going to have time to finish this whole video today, purely because darkness is upon us. Winter is so annoying. You finish work at a decent time, try and bang out a video, and it gets dark at like 4 o'clock. But either way, I'll probably going to merge this into another day. But anyway, let's get these things fitted. Okay, so peeling back the red stuff, which obviously leaves the adhesive. Now this is very strong adhesive, and it literally just plugs, kind of sticks straight onto the other, the original paddles. So I presume I can just do that. Put a bit of force into it, make sure it sticks. Already this is looking amazing. Holy moly. That's actually mad how much of a difference that makes. So there we go, one is on. And you see the difference between the paddles. Still has that very satisfying click. It's time to get the other one on. But my oh my, this is looking very, very cool. Right, off comes the other one. This is honestly taking me about 2 minutes. This is brilliant. Right, same again. Place it gently in place. Then apply some force. Make sure it sticks, and there we go. They look proper. Wow, that makes a massive difference. Now, moving swiftly on to little modification number 2. Now, you fellow Golf R owners will probably guess what's inside of here. I actually asked the guys on the Golf R Owners Club on Facebook which rear spoiler or rear wing or lip spoiler in this case you guys recommend, and pretty much 80% of you guys came back and said the Maxton design. Now this is in fact the pre-facelift, the Mark 7 spoiler. This of course is the 7.5, but this one, as you can probably see, has a little bit more aggression to it. The 7.5 one is literally just a straight curve. I've gone for gloss black purely because all of the accents on the splitter, on the side skirts, on the front bumper are all in gloss black. And I think all of that gloss black with some carbon would look a bit strange. Do forgive me for the interior, that's a completely different question. There is in fact some carbon effect detailing on the inside. So that was the thought behind that. But anyway, this again has some rather flattering red tape which I suppose you peel off, and then it's just a situation of placing it on there. There we go. Now, when I asked fellow Golf R owners on recommendations, I said I didn't want anything too major, and I actually mentioned that in my Golf R 5 Things I Hate video, which conveniently I got a lot of hate for. and that was the fact that I think the Golf R needs a rear spoiler. Now, so many people disagreed with me here, but I don't think people got my point. I didn't want some massive fat wing which goes up to here. I just wanted something a little subtle and preferably gloss black so I could merge it in with all the other details, and that is exactly what I've done. So thank you to the guys at Maxton Design. This thing looks perfect, exactly what I wanted. So without further ado, let's get it fitted. Now, I've already wiped down the surface, so there should be no decontamination on there. And like I mentioned when I was inside the car just now, I'm rather quickly running out of light. So hopefully I can get this done and dusted before I lose all light. But stick that to me so it doesn't blow away. Yeah, right. Peely peely. Oh, that's so satisfying. Right. So now, all I've got to do is try and get this in the right place. Okay, so I've applied pressure, made sure it's all stuck down and all the bits are all hunky-dory. I'm now going to peel off the protective plastic, which again is very satisfying. This is a very satisfying video. So there we are. My new Maxton Design gloss black lip spoiler. I'm in love. Okay, so it's a new day. It's actually been about a week since I filmed the other parts of this video, but we finally have some decent light, and I finally have some time to finish off this video, even though I am suffering with a severe case of man flu at the moment, which is not helping the narrative talky bit of this video, so do excuse the fact that I sound like a frog. But anyway, the third and final subtle mod we're doing in this video is here in my hand. We have some 3M gloss black vinyl, which we're going to be wrapping this little section of the front grille. You know, you might actually notice that there is another section of the grille which is actually gloss black, but what I can see, there is actually a little chrome bit in the headlights, which I think is the reason why they've kind of carried it on into the chrome section there. But when you look at the car from far back, all you can really notice is the grille. You don't notice the chrome in the headlights, and there is no chrome on this car apart from that. And of course the badges. It's got all these gloss black accents on the car. So that is why I'm going to wrap over it, or attempt to wrap over it. But anyway, I think before I lose my voice, let's crack on and do this. And hopefully it works out alright. There we go. About half an hour later, we have one gloss black wrapped front grille. I'm actually quite surprised about how well that came out. On the edges, when you look up close, it's not perfect. I'm not a specialist. I've barely wrapped a car in my life. I struggle to wrap Christmas presents, to be honest with you. So I'm quite happy. I'm actually quite happy. I don't know how it's going to last in the long term, but for now, I'm a happy bunny. There we go then, that's going to wrap up today's video pretty damn nicely. But just to summarise, in this video we've done the T-Carbon paddle extensions in carbon fibre, we've done the Maxton Design gloss black rear spoiler, and then we've wrapped the front grille section in gloss black as well. And overall, I think it's come out quite nicely. But actually, whilst we're on the subject of modifications, something has actually arrived just now. It's in the back of the garage at the moment, awaiting to be installed next week on the car. So make sure you stay tuned for that. It's going to be something a little bit more exciting, shall we say. I'm very excited to have it fitted nonetheless. So that's coming soon. But again, I'm sorry for my cold. I'm generally going to go straight to bed once I finish this video. But anyway, that is it from me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures still to come.